since I got a degree in philosophy, I sort of feel like I need to do a lot of videos on philosophy to make up for all the time spent. But anyway, there's this thing in philosophy, which seems like a lot of things in philosophy, totally abstract and not connected to the real world and waste of time, which is BS. When you fully understand it, you really see the huge implications for society. It's this thing called an epistemic scheme, sometimes called an epistemic basis or epistemic foundation. Epistemic means, or has to do with how people come to know things. It's a scheme because it's a method for how people come to know things. And an epistemic scheme is the way in which a person evaluates truth claims. And my point is you cannot argue effectively with someone whose epistemic scheme is really different from yours. So you can only really argue with somebody if you agree on the epistemic basis. Let me give an example. Something very specific. Atheists tend not to have faith as a part of their epistemic scheme. Faith very much affects how someone evaluates truth claims. And I mean faith in the extreme sense of believing in something without evidence because something supernatural told you. And then believing in the existence of that supernatural thing because that supernatural thing told you that it exists. Even you get it. It's weird. But anyway, yeah, religious people tend to have faith as a part of their epistemic scheme. So these two groups of people have very different epistemic schemes because they have this one foundational difference. And because of that big foundational difference in their epistemic scheme, it's very difficult for them to argue with each other effectively because their method for evaluating truth is different. And one considers faith a legitimate means of coming to know things, and the other one does not. So because of that very foundational difference in how they evaluate truth claims, it's difficult for them to understand each other's positions and argue about any argument or claim or position that is in any way related to that difference in epistemic scheme. So that's what you have to keep in mind when arguing with people who think very differently from you. There's different implications too, like when it comes to politics, people evaluate things differently enough to where if two people if their beliefs are different enough, their epistemic scheme of how they evaluate truth claims might even be different enough to where they can't argue with each other without neither side understanding what the heck the other side's saying. And that's basically it. All YouTube videos must be short, so this is it.